Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is John with Tommy's Top Picks here to bring you an Eternal Masters box opening. I was about to say their faces match, but they don't. They just kind of match. Are they the same? They both got stars. There's stars. There's some stars. Nope, no idea. I have no idea who that is. That's Thassa, right? The god merfolk person, right? I think that's Thassa. With the Biden. Not the Oracle, but the god. Yeah, so I'm opening Eternal Masters today because I got totally ripped off by Rudy. No, they'll just get some clicks and make the video go viral by saying that. Not true, but basically I'm opening it. This is for my personal collection. I did buy this from Rudy. I actually bought two of them, I think for around $400 each. It might have been $400 flat. The current value of those is $347. They've declined over time. I think they're now ticking back up very, very slowly. Like this is the bottom, basically. We get the little J curve happening if you look at the TCG player chart. Not a big deal. Ultimately, this is my personal stuff. I did want to sell it for a profit in the future at some point, but this was sold, I think, in the hype of the market. Ended up getting stuck with it. It's a very awkward box, trying to consolidate space and make space for other things because I have these cases and cases of other stuff coming through for the shop. And ultimately, I'm playing a lot of Commander. There's some good Commander staples in this box, and the EV is low, so I probably shouldn't be doing this. I should probably just sell it on the market sealed, but who cares? That's what it boils down to. I want the cards. I want to open this. I've never opened one of these, so it's just more about the experience than anything else. Yes, I am 100% throwing away $347 minus fees and whatever shipping costs that I have to pay if I was going to sell it, in hopes of getting an EV of 279. So you can see how this is a bad idea, terrible idea. My only hope is I pull, I don't know, a Mana Crypt, Chrome Mox, something worth a lot of value, but at the end of the day, I'm going to keep it, so it doesn't matter. See what I mean? When it comes to I'm keeping the cards, why do you care about EV or value of it? If you want it, what's in the box? It's a sunk cost. I bought it 1,000,000 years ago. I've definitely recovered the $400 or $800. I guess it was $400 because I have another one on the shelf still, which someday I'll sell but not cover the whole cost. And yeah, I don't care. I just don't care. It's fine. I'm gonna open it and get the cards. So let's jump in. I don't even know. This is an awkward one to open, right? Look at this weird thing here. It's an old school. This is before I got back into Magic. They did these. It's not as old as I thought it was when I was looking at the sets and time frame. It was actually, I think, just before I got in. Anyone know the year on it? Let me know in the comments. But I did look at one point and was like, oh, that's actually not as old as I thought it was. It looks old, though. The style is old. This is definitely the pre-bling style boxes, that's for sure. Oh, no, that's not a box topper. Set up your play space. Oh, this is a draft event. This is a draft? Huh. Funny. I didn't know this was draftable. Well, that means it's probably not going to have the best stuff in it because you got to do draft chaff and, cards that are just viable. No box topper for this either. That's sad. Double Masters or whatever that other Masters product was I opened before was better. With that, it had a cool box topper. I don't care about this box. Sorry for the noise. I'm tossing it in my recycling bin. Alright, let's get in and start cracking some packs. I'm basically Mana Crypt or bust. Totally not true. Looking for any cards of Commander value. I am actually at this point holding on to a bunch of commons that are in Commander type sets. So Masters, I consider that because they often have the more useful cards. So that is basically what I'm going for, cards that are useful. I like auras. I don't have an aura deck yet. Currently working on a couple different decks. What's this guy's name? Yurlok Scorch Thrash. Of Scorch Thrash. He's a fun one that I'm setting up an infinite colorless mana combo. That's a good one. I like that. Not particularly valuable, but good. Annihilate. I have my dragons. They're pretty much done. I started working on Narcy again, and she's doing well. I think she's finally playable. I don't think I care about these tokens because there's a million of them. And then, what was the other deck? I had another deck I was working on recently that I was having fun with. What was that? Too many decks. Too many decks. I don't know. I'm not sure. Wow, that's weird. Look at it. What's that? What's up with that cut on this? See the edges there? What is that? And by placing the crown upon her, the veil his long... What is this? That's so weird. I've never seen that. That is very weird. Anyone know what the heck is going on there with these like chopped off words? Weird. I will say I once again did the lovely thing where I ordered cards and I was sorting other cards and I found the cards that I just ordered. So annoying. Not even just ordered, just got in the mail. Like they showed up, and the day they showed up, I found the same freaking cards in my set. Hey, Swords to Plowshare. That's a good one. I need copies of that. I think I have like one, maybe two, but that's one of those, like, you can't have too many of them, in my opinion, as long as you like to play white, which I do. That seems pretty good. Kind of expensive. That's might go into some sort of infinite combo thing. Anyways, it's cool. Uncommon foil. Yeah, take your. This is a sit back, relax. And sorry, I just realized the light was super glary. Let's see if I can fix that. Is there a place I can put it where it still illuminates but doesn't glare? It's better-ish. I guess it's just all these. Now it's blinding me out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, sit back and relax. This is going to be slow. I'm just going to kind of roll through it, take a look at the cards. I may speed up as we go, but generally I'm going to take my time. Seal of Cleansing. I have that in one of my decks, just different art. It's a good one. But yeah, this is why I'm here. I'm trying to get, even commons that are useful. Seal of Cleansing as an example. I'm just putting them in my personal collection. Essentially what I'm doing is building up a nice commander library so I can build commander decks as I want. Yay! Ashnod's Altar, old school. So I can build up commander decks as I want to, when I want to, and basically have good cards to kind of look for inspiration in. That happens a lot. It's actually becoming a thing for me, which is awesome. I'm really enjoying it. Basically, I just flip through some cards. I get kind of inspired. I'm like, oh, how can I do this? How can I do that? And then start building around it and, keep building decks, keep getting things together. So, yeah, Yearlock was the most recent version of that. I think my Radagast is going to get torn apart. I don't like it. It's too slow. And it's green-blue, which I like green-blue in a lot of other decks, so I might as well just keep them in that. That's basically my focus. I love Sarah Angel, classic. Mishra's Factory, I got a billion of these, but that's okay. We'll hold on to it. Ooh, World Gorger Dragon. I was just looking at this card. Flying Trample. Exile all permanents you control when it leaves the battlefield. Return exiled cards to the battlefield. This will not go in my dragon deck. It will probably be good in some dragon decks, but my dragon deck is Miriam. So that means most of the time I'm going to want to be copying my dragons, and this would eat them, and they would not come back when they come onto the battlefield, I don't think. Unless Miriam... Does Miriam? Hold on. Sit whenever... Oh yeah, they would get a sec. Oh, this might be very good for my dragon deck then. All right, maybe that will. Let me know in the comments if you think that would be good for a Miriam deck. I thought it would destroy the copies and then it wouldn't get the copies again, but it's just whenever they enter. It doesn't mean it's not when I cast, which I didn't realize. Pretty sweet. That might be very good in my dragon deck. Plus this cool old school art. I love the old school art. That is one reason to open something like this. Let's see, what else is going on? I am doing high altitude hiking coming up. I mentioned it in the market update. Faceless Looting, classic. And that will be in Denver area. I will be basically I'm training to climb a mountain in the next year or so. It's a simple mountain, nothing crazy. Don't get freaked out or think it's something amazing. It's fine. It's just a baby's first mountain situation, but I wanted to do it. A little ice pick involvement, a little cleats involvement, a little bit of risk of life and limb sort of thing. Not like crazy difficult, but definitely one of those things like you got to take it seriously. It's 3 days on snow, and you need to adjust to both altitude and dealing with ice and potential ice fall / avalanche. So there's rules to the road. Put it that way. Yay, Mystic Tour. This is one of the reasons. I have one. I might even have two, but this card is always useful, and I love blue. It's my favorite color, so that was one of the reasons I opened this. Literally looking through the possible cards I could get, I was like, yeah, if I got that, I'd be happy. But anyway, so that's next week. So the market update will probably be skipped, I'm guessing. I don't think Tommy's going to want to do it. If he does, then more power to him. I'll give him the link and he can do it. But in the meantime, I will be on a mountain. I have some work I got to do while I'm out there, so that will be interesting. And then from there, I feel like this is a powerful card. This seems familiar, like I've seen this in things. Winter Orb is a classic. This is a stacks card, right? As long as Winter Orb is untapped, players can't untap more than one land. Yeah, that's a stacks card. See, that's worth having. I don't want to play stacks because I don't want to bring down the group, but there's some situations where I may have a little bit of stacks. Try to keep it from being unfun, but have a little bit of slow down your opponent's situation so I can build my board state or whatever. I feel like that's a very reasonable piece for those sorts of things without it getting too crazy. Because you can obviously build a deck that just shuts everyone down and then you just play by yourself. And it's like, well, why are you playing with friends then? You could just play by yourself. Worn Power Stone. Enters tapped. What do you guys think about these kind of mana rocks? You get 2 for 3, but it enters tapped, so it's a little bit slower. It's like a good later stage. I guess what do they say? How is it in the beginning? How is it in the end? How is it in mid-game? Oh, shoot. What are the other ones? How's it when you're behind? How's it when you're in head? Something like that. Sucks when you're behind. Fine when you're ahead. Fine when it's end game and you're winning and all that stuff. So, I mean, it seems pretty good. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what things I like and don't like. Santa Storm. I still want to make an insect deck, but I make too many tribal decks. It's definitely one of my favorite styles of play is tribal. Yeah, I don't know what's on the horizon for me. I'm going to try to make a few different types of decks. If you have any recommendations for something really fun that you just love and think would be really cool for me to play, talk about, etc., or if you see a card I pulled that inspired a deck for you or something like that, then let me know, because I would love some suggestions. I'm definitely always building new decks, and I like to do it. It is definitely fun. Pyrokinesis. That seems pretty good. A little expensive, but pretty good. Yep. Beyond that, definitely working on the hiking and climbing stuff. I'm going to go hike some waterfalls this weekend before I head out to Colorado, so that'll be fun. And then I'm trying to think what else is going on. I will say I've taken a lot of time to just kind of reflect on life, reflect on how I'm spending my time and that sort of thing. I'm enjoying cards, but I want to enjoy them. I don't want it to all be work, so the shop has taken a bit of a back burner. Yay, classic Brainstorm. I just like that card. It's not like special or anything. I just like it. So it's not going to change anything. I'm still going to keep it going, but it's I'm taking value cards like this out of the stuff that I'm pulling. Oh no, her face is revealed. She's messing up the focus. So I'm taking, stuff off my shelf for myself. I'm building a collection of things I want to play. I'm organizing it. Hopefully that wasn't ringing in the background. I just noticed my phone was ringing. Hopefully, and then I'm just creating a situation for myself that is fun. I want to make this still fun. So that seems okay. Not that great. Oh, that's... Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing with my magic stuff. Next up, building weird decks that I wouldn't normally build. I think I'm going to build a black-red. I think I'm going to do the vampire because I have the precon that creates blood tokens, I think it's called. Or blood drop token, something like that. And he gets some value out of that. I saw him. Someone was talking about him online. Jeez. There's a lot of the one life ones. Someone was talking about him online, and he seemed pretty interesting. And I have the precon, so I can just start there and then upgrade along the way. Another one I'm looking at is something around living weapons. I don't know if there's a deck there. I haven't really fully grasped it. I was just looking through some cards, and I noticed I have a bunch of different living weapons, and they have different capabilities, different strength, different curve. So I was like, okay, I got a good foundation for this. If there's a way to make a living weapon deck, a commander that works really well with it, drop it in the comments for me. I would appreciate that, because it's an itch in the back of my mind. Like, how do I make this do a thing? I think I can. I just don't know how yet. And I haven't like done EDH rec or anything on it. It's just something I'm bumbling with in my mind. Gamble 1 cost. Search your library for a card. Put it in your hand. Discard a card at random. Then shuffle your library. That's pretty good unless you have nothing in your hand. Then it's very risky. I guess that's why it's called a gamble. Carnivore. That guy had a bad morning. He is hungry. He didn't get his coffee. Look at that face. Face only a mother could love. Yeah. So that's that. That's that. But in the reflection of how I'm spending my time, cards is definitely a core joy in my life. My work has gotten really more busy recently, but different focus, which has been nice. It's in a much better place from a amount of, I don't know, concern that I have with it. This is cool. It just looks cool. It's like an elephant worm. It's got tusks and like weird elephant teeth. That just looks cool. I love green. I love green and I love blue. It's hard for me to understate that. Yay, Green Sun Zenith. I have this card, but having more of them is good because I love that card. I use that card in a lot of decks. But yeah, so work has made life a little bit more calm, a little bit less, I'd say, I don't know if frantic's the right word, because we still have our regular investment cycle, time frame, all that stuff. So there's still like work to do on certain deadlines, etc. But I feel like I'm in a nice flow with it, as opposed to it feeling like pulling my hair out in high stress, which is good. It's a good place to be. Eventually, I'm sure I will get bored, because that is my MO. I get bored of jobs, and then I have to go and build something. Oh man, I am just failing with the phone noises over here. Sorry. Stop. Stop. Still buzzing. It's just a reminder for something that's not critical from a time standpoint. So yeah, so that's been it's been a good thing. It's letting me do what I want to do, have a little fun with cards. Card shop's fine. It's still going, selling a bunch of different things. I will say I'm moving out of Fab mostly. A lot of stuff that I was holding on to for a while, I've just been moving as much as I can of it, because I have extra of so much stuff. I bought way too much Fab. Can I just tell you how much too much Fab I bought? I bought way too much Fab. Skybreaker, 5/5 red elemental creature token with flying. Retrace, you may cast this card from your graveyard. Seems okay. Very expensive. Not really liking that one as much. Yeah, I bought way too much Fab. So anyways, I'm selling some of that to help finance more cards. That's basically the whole game. Sell stuff to buy more stuff. And slowly moving things to a collection that works for me, and cards that I like. Hey, swords again. Nice. Oh, Mesa Enchantress. I just bought one of these for my Enchanter deck. Or no, I think it came with it, with the Narcy one. Anyways, I have her in that, and Nevit's Disc. That's not that impressive. So that's good. That's a good card for any enchanting type decks, which I'm sure I'll build a few of, because I do like the color combination. White's okay. I'm not against white. I have to rebuild my Dina deck. It will make a Dina deck that works, but my current one does not work. It does not work at all. It's just not, it doesn't have like a win con. It just kind of dirtles along with life gain, life loss stuff. Elf tribal, foil land. I guess I'll put that with the lands. Nothing too crazy in this one so far, I don't think. Drop a comment. We'll go through them at the end, but drop a comment if I'm wrong and you're here and you're like, you fool. You goddamn fool. You walked right past it. It was a $25 card and you ignored it. 5-3 for 4. Cascade's always fun. I was thinking about that. Storm and Cascade. Can you make a combo deck with that? Is that a thing? It's kind of cool. Oh, Wonder. Wow, that is cool art. I only know the Modern Horizons one. I don't know if this is worth anything, but it's really cool. Wow, that is neat foil. I'll check that one out separately. I just like that art. That art is so cool. And the foilings in the background. Oh, come on, focus. Look, that is so cool. I don't know. If it's worth anything, I think that might just go on my shelf because I like that as an art piece. That's probably worth like 10 cents. Everything's like really cheap these days. It's kind of weird. I was looking at some cards, like a list, and they're like, oh, you need this, this, and this. And I was like, oh, those cards are so expensive. And I looked at them, I was like, oh, they're $2. It's like stuff that used to be really expensive really has come down in price. This is like pushing me towards Elf Tribal. There's a ton of them. Protection from color. That's pretty good. 1/1 weenie. Yeah, white weenie. Tommy likes white weenies. I'm okay with them. I'm not against white weenie decks. But he really likes white weenie decks. Oh man, we drafted last night together. I'm not sure when he's putting that video out. But it was fun, but we play so differently that I think we ended up hurting each other's. Like we went half my way, half his way, and like he couldn't do the plays the way you should do. Ooh, reanimate dead. I feel like no, this is not one I got, but that might be good for my enchantment. Hey, E-Tutor. Hell yes. Always need another copy of that. And a gamble in foil. That might be worth something in foil. We'll take a look. I guess we'll take a look at all of them, honestly. Wow. So 1 mythic in this whole box so far. This is ridiculous. Oh, two. I got the dragon too. I forgot about that. Yeah, 2. That's actually not so bad with that dragon. Pretty sure it's worth something, if I recall correctly. I saw it somewhere. Victimize, old school art. Tome. Void. It's not that great. Foil. Old school land. I guess those lands used to be worth something, the life lands. Now they put them in everything. And put them in all the precons. They're everywhere. They're not worth anything these days. They probably were back then. And this is why the EV plummeted on this, I think. Blood Artist, classic. Ooh, balance. There's a mythic. Number of lands he or she controls equal to the number of lands controlled by the player who controls the fewest, then sacrifices a rest. Player discards cards and sacrifice creatures the same way. Wow, that is just like... It's not board wipe, that's everything wipe. That's nuts. Foil Mishras? I don't know if that's any good. I know Mishra's Factory is not particularly like crazy expensive anymore, but because I think Brothers were printed the heck out of it. But a foil one might be worth something. I don't know, especially the old school. Cool old art. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Zealot, Young Pyromancer. Torrent of Souls. That might be good for a red-black. Unexpectedly absent. It's okay. Phyrexian Gargantua foil. Putting the foils separate because I will not scan those. They take forever to scan, so we will not see what the value of those are, but there's not that many that are useful. That's not true. I'll scan that one and probably the Wonder just to see. Last pack. Let's see if we got anything good. I'm guessing not. I'm guessing we did not hit the EV. White main line. That used to be such a thing. Shaman of the Pack. Let's get through this before we call it. Ticking Gnomes. Artifact creature, human rogue, Cascade, Shardless Agent. Well, that's a cool Cascade card. Give it that. Plague Witch. That is also freaking awesome art, the way the foiling is. Man, they used to do some really cool style foiling where it's like selectively foiled. You see that? Like her face tattoo's foiled, but her face isn't. And it's that old, like, I don't know, 90s, 80s art style. I love that stuff. All right. We're going to go through it. We're going to see what value we have. When I get to 250 or so, I'll probably call it. I don't think I'll get past that. The average EV is 279, so that is the target. We'll be right back. No, it was brutal. It was brutal as suspected. So Eternal Masters EV is 279. I guess it's swingy. This is the older school stuff. And the box itself goes for 347. You're never going to believe, but without doing the lands, which probably aren't worth that much, but they're probably worth something, maybe $1 each, I don't know. But without doing the lands, without doing the foils, without doing the commons, we are nowhere near the 279. We got to, oh shoot, what was the number? I think it was 190. Let's see. Yeah, 192. So we got to that, and yep. This was worth something, so I think that's gonna go on my shelf because I just like that art. Trying to think what was huge that I had missed. I didn't realize that was worth anything. Oh, interesting. I might have missed one of those. I feel like I saw another one. Mystic Tutor, Winter's Orb was one of the bigger ones, and then obviously these things, Zenith, like I thought. Basically, the higher the rarity, the more likely. Whoa, one surprise though. This was something. The Dragon. Dragon was worth like 70 cents or something, which I didn't expect that at all. It seems like a good card. Let me know in the comments if you know why that's terrible. But it's not. It's not a good card, or maybe they just reprinted the heck out of it. I guess that's possible, or a recent reprint, so it went down. So, anyways, that is it for this box opening. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, hit like, subscribe, share, whatever. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Hashtag ripoff. I like that. Hashtag ripoff if you made it this far. And until next time, I hope you're out there cracking packs, playing games, and enjoying this hobby that we love. The rest of these will go in my collection, and I'm happy for it. Talk to you later.